Wow, we're testing still. Oh. Oh well. I didn't expect that we would go live instantly, but fair enough. Hello. It's me again, the guy from yesterday who was talking for the first commentator of the 3 pairs of commentators that we had yesterday. Imperator Ricardo, at your service. So, today, or rather right now, according to my information, we have 1 game. Epas, Starman, Antoxa, and Stockolu. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, we have those. And the settings are quite interesting. We have thousands of resources of 5k, tiny map, army of peasants, artillery only so no capture, with no market, and the game speed is very fast, which is normal. No peacetime. Army of peasants and no market. You could say that we are playing China in the 1900s, in the early 1900s. But we'll see. Maybe they won't just crumble like it. Switzerland and Poland. An interesting combination, because Switzerland is more of a late game nation, and Poland more of an early game nation. That said, Switzerland's pikemen are also quite good in the early game, of course, but the Jaegers are the real deal. And maybe the special hussars as well. How are they called again? Aren't they just like mounted Jaegers? Something like that. We are waiting for Pepper to finish whatever he's doing. Maybe he's just having a download in the background. I don't know. The amount that my PC annoys me with Windows updates is unreal. Hello, Barbaros. I'm doing quite well. Taking a bit of a more or less break to comment here before I will just go back to playing CK3, I guess. It's such an addictive game. I can only recommend it if you like strategy games with character focus. Anyway, we are starting. And hopefully the loading screen won't take up too much time. Otherwise, well, I do remember times when I used to load into the game when it was already started. That wasn't nice. Hello, Rook. Yeah, as I said, I'm doing nice. I'm doing well. How are you doing, though? Loading textures. Last preparations. There we go. All loaded in. Nexus and Antoxa versus Pepper and Starman. Switzerland and Poland versus Switzerland and Poland. Logically, army of peasants, no market. So effectively Qing China in the 1900s. Gonna be interesting, especially because people can actually be the diplomatic center. Resource management will be very important here. Even more so than in the previous settings of the previous day, because the population here is huge. You have 5k resources. And the people will eat the food faster than you can produce it, especially in the early game. I wouldn't be surprised if you will see a bit of famine in the early game as well. Especially since people are instantly starting to build pikemen, where Starman is. Pepper is going with the Polish musketeers. That's an interesting choice. They are quite... really? They have a faster fire rate than normal ones, I think, but they also have a way shorter range. It's a bit of a two-edged sword. But Antoxa's doing the exact same. Interesting. Nexus is also going for the musketeers. It appears that Starman is the only one who's going for pikemen. Very interesting. Starman is also instantly rushing the artillery depots, alright. That is an interesting strategy. I hope this won't just be a 5-minute affair, because Nexus and Antoxa, they're not gonna be too effective in the early game. And if Starman just rushes some upgrades and some cannons and stuff, well, that would be a GG then. So, it appears that Antoxa is surprisingly aggressive considering he has only musketeers. At least he's going quite far forward. If Starman's gonna spot that, the chance for a counterattack, of a big counterattack, is extremely high, and it might subsequently be extremely dangerous. Pepper's already starting to build houses. Pepper also building the round shear mercenaries. Whilst Antoxa is building light infantrymen, probably to try and counter the pikemen, but he doesn't know that he's encountering Switzerland, against which the light infantrymen from the diplomatic center aren't quite as effective because they have armor. So that might be very, very bad here. On the other side, this is probably the best thing he can do, because the round shears have no attack power either. They are a bit more tanky, but well, what's that worth if you can't do damage either way? Might as well go with the cheaper option. Also, I think that the light infantrymen are built quicker, but I might be wrong there. Been a while. Nexus? Why am I saying Nexus? This isn't Nexus, this is Fun Club. Bloody hell, my brain already. Fun Club is taking a hill. Shooting, I think. Was that a drummer? I can't see that, it's in the forest. Oh, big battle. Starman has some siege Cossacks he's sending into Antoxa. This is extremely bad for him. A very bad trade. The infantrymen are being sent back to distract them. Not effective at all. It appears that Antoxa is rapidly losing control right now, but he has a few cannons ready to fire back. Well, that would be helpful if they could hit stuff as well. Almost feels like me in FPS games. I would be helpful if I could hit shit. So, it looks like Pepper is not too convinced of formations. Actually, nobody seems to be too much into formations here. I can only see that Starman had or has at least one formation. Same with Antoxa. Or Antocha, whatever. I'm just reading names. Ooh. Antocha is building some light cavalry. That's not light cavalry mercenaries, that's postpolite Rushini. I assume that That's noble people from Poland, probably from the Commonwealth period. I do know that the Commonwealth in Polish is called like Rzeczpospolite or something. I'm probably botching that horribly. So don't mind me, fellow Poles. Well, fellow Poles, I'm not even Polish, so. Antorsa is trying to envelop the army of Starman, taking heavy cannon fire in return. He also looks extremely disorganized. His army is all over the place except in a concentrated formation. Or rather, semi-concentrated, because if you concentrate them too much, you're gonna get cannoned even harder. I think that you get the idea, though. Ooh, that was a good cannon volley on the army of Starman. Took out the bulk of pikemen and some siege Cossacks as well. The cannons are retreating. The cannons might be captured here, though. Actually, no, there's reinforcements. The cannons should be safe. That was a real clutch for Antorsa. Meanwhile in the north, big standoff as always. Fan Club taking the hill again. Pepper not doing anything. Oh, everybody has cannons though. Cannon rush seems to be some sort of new meta, I guess. I just always found artillery to be rather annoying. Which is why you really like to play no artillery games. Not only because the Scottish people aren't really good with mass production of units, so yeah. Ooh, that log cabin is down. That is one of Starman's core defenses done. He tried to fix it, but didn't manage it. Now a lot of peasants died for it. Interestingly enough, though, Starman does seem to be losing this engagement, despite having Never mind. Now he's winning. Oh, probably because of the backup from Beppa. Some dragoons. Proper dragoons at that, not even mercenaries. It's dragoons from the 18th century. That's quite dangerous. But that was the big threat for Starman. If Antorsa would have had some sort of quick cavalry to send in behind the enemy lines and attack the peasants, that could have been extremely lethal. Then again, the second lock cabin is also there, so that might have ruined some stuff. But considering that Beppa already started producing 18th century dragoons, this early in the game is like it's 12 minutes in, not even. But actually it is, yeah. Bloody hell. That can only mean one thing, and that thing is that he doesn't have any upgrades for his main army right now. He's bluffing pretty much. Oops. That was my spoon. I don't even know if that was audible or not. But it appears like Fan Club is unsure what to do. He's hesitating, and hesitance is defeat. Usually, at least. The cannons are firing, not very effective. Took out like 5-6 round shears. The musketeer and the priest. The cannons are a bit slow. They're being left behind. If he doesn't do anything about it, they're gonna get captured by the dragoons. He's sending a few people there. Oh, three cannons have been captured. They took some grape shots on the other cannons and then died. No big damage though, except for obviously cannon loss. Fan Club does not seem to be in this in the 18th century himself yet. Neither Antorsa. And Starman is currently rather in the Stone Age, I'd assume. actually, no, that is the 18th century. That is mounted Jaegers. So he is in the 18th century. He's not quite in the Stone Age. It just looks like he is. That's quite a smart strategy. Make yourself look weak while you're actually pretty strong. All he needs now is an 18th century barracks, and he can promote those Jaegers like mad. However, he will need gold for that. Everybody needs gold, and since there's no market, the gold mine upgrades are the main determination who's going to win here. The more gold you have, the more barracks you can make, the more barracks you can make, the more men you can make, and the more men you make, the easier you win. So the team with the most gold income is more likely to win. Oh, big engagement between Fun Club and Beppa. The cannons are shooting quite well. That was a nice volley from Fun Club. Ooh, right into those dragoons. Beppa is not commanding his army very well. Well, actually, he is probably doing just that, but the cannons, they're doing so much damage. He's still winning though, because, as I mentioned, the Polish musketeers from the 17th century shoot a bit faster than the normal ones. Albeit at a lower range, but still faster. The home advantage seems to somewhat save Fun Club's bomb for now. He's still getting mighty cannon though. And Antoxa is going after Starman again, but this time it seems like Antoxa is actually just going to send Starman back into the Stone Age. Maybe it wasn't quite right to say that he's strong, but the mounted Jaegers are good. It's just that he needed the proper Jaegers to make a change, really. Starman's economy is trying to escape, presumably to the north. Ooh, the home advantage is not saving Fan Club here. There was too much reinforcements from Pepper coming in. And the victory, the way how the victories look like, it does not look like it's going to be an easy carry for Antoxa, even though Nexus managed to escape from his base into Antoxa's base. And I also feel... Wait, Pepper captured cannons. Did Fun Club forget to destroy his cannons on his defeat? Huh. That's not very good. And now Antoxa is running from some peasants. Yeah, because they're just overwhelming them. Not enough guns here, not enough rate of fire. They're just running over them. That's rare. That's a rare sight to see peasants working like this. Some reinforcements from Pepper. Some Hell Dragoons for help. Whilst Antoxa is... He's actually struggling to keep Starman in the grave. You can't put him down into the dirt right now for some reason. He's trying it though, he's sending more and more reinforcements, which might be dangerous because now Beppa's army is coming in from the north. But Nexus is getting another foothold. The biggest issue here right now though is that he can't... at least I'm not sure if Antoxa is going to ditch any mines for in his favor. I doubt it though. He'll probably just send resources directly. And even then, that's probably not going to be much. They either need to kill Starman now, or they need to kick Pepper out of Fan Club's base. Either would be very important right about now. By which I don't think that Starman is gonna die, because he's managed to escape some peasants into the north. They aren't doing anything yet though. Or its Pepper is trying to do some sort of attrition warfare. He keeps sending in more and more small detachments for armies to try and keep Antoxa down to defend Starman, to not keep him to prevent him from dying pretty much. While he's cleaning up the mines in the north and Fanclub's base. While its Fanclub is building some 18th century barracks in the base of Antoxa, together with the 17th century barracks. These are Swiss, so the Jaegers will be extremely useful here. There won't be many. They don't have to be. It's just for the range, so that if they work together in an assault, they can whittle the enemy down. They don't need to engage necessarily, because the Jaegers have a huge range of fire. Yeah, I think even the longest of all ranges. Well, for musketeers, that is. Pepper is engaging the army of Antoxa. Antoxa is retreating a bit. The Polish dragoons are very squishy. It looks like 185 health. Not the best. Well, Starman is making good use of the +5 bullet defense of quick cavalry. Just moving his mounted Jaegers back and forth, not letting them stop. And now the battle commences. It looks like at the size of a loss for Antoxa, though. The squishy dragoons just instantly melted. He's trying to send some cannons, though. I don't know if I wouldn't have just sent him in attack on the move for some shrapnel shot. But they are destroyed, which is good. No cannons for the enemy. And they have managed to resecure Fanclub's main base, so they can retake the mines. Well, Starman is rather crippled right now. You could say the same for Fanclub, though. On the other hand, Fanclub has a proper military production, so there's that. Well, as soon as the 18th century barracks are done, well, they're done now, so fair enough. The biggest issue here is Pepper's main army. Right now, everything is open. Everybody can win, especially since Fanclub is doing a seemingly rather hidden, sneaky attack on Pepper's base with some archers and round shears. Pepper noticed this quite quickly, though, and Fanclub is also not proceeding. Managed to destroy one coal mine. Was that worth it? I don't know. Maybe. Nexus is not building Jaegers. He's building 18th century musketeers. Which is I have to question this decision, especially also I have to question the decision to produce both 18th century musketeers and pikemen at the same time. Execute at the same time, just make one barrack with only musketeers, one barrack with only pikemen. Much handier. Antoxa is trying to take a hill in the middle to prevent Pepper from just attacking him. Starman has a lot of horses. Could be trouble. Does Antoxa have the 18th century yet? Yes, he does. But he just started to build his barrack. That's not too good. Then again, he was also probably got rather busy for the majority of the game. I don't know, though. This fan club player? Is he new or something? Because I only see like new players doing this mistake. Oh, it's Sokolo. Sokolo isn't new. Oh, a hill attack. Pepper is attacking the hill of Anthoxa. It's a big battle, and there's quite a few losses on both sides. I'd assume, though, that Anthoxa is gonna lose this, even though Fan Club's reinforcements are coming in. They are way too spread out to be effective here. And they also, and Anthoxa also managed to lose the main hill. Now he's at a disadvantage. But Pepper is giving some space, stopping to shoot for a few moments so he can reposition. This is dangerous if they manage to take the hill, because they will get the range advantage then. Starman coming from the bottom, but only with the mercenary grenadiers, which is where they are useless. They take one shot, then they're down, and their own damage is like 4. At least that's. Well, actually, it might be 18 now, because I remember they have been buffed. Oh, that was a loss for Anthoxa's alliance, though. The cannons are still continuing to shoot. Now they're shooting into the other direction. Oof. Yeah, that looks like a game over, though, to be honest. Already, rather. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna come back from this, especially not with this amount of 18th century dragoons coming back. Or rather chasing, giving chase. Anthoxa's going into the ditch for some reason, which is not the smartest move. It won't even protect them from cannon fire, so... The palisade, though... actually, that thing won't do much, because... Firstly, it's not even finished. And secondly, it's just gonna get cannoned in one shot. Just a question. It's just a matter of time now. Not much else to say here. I still think it was a mistake from Fan Club to make musketeers rather than Jaegers. Unless they were forbidden, but I don't see a reason why they will be banned. If the nation is already here, why would you ban anything about it? Reminds me of those days when I was good with the Ottomans, and then Collar just decided to ban the Ottomans on his game. From his games. I'm like, bruh. So then I played something else. And after Hungary was also banned, I started playing Scotland. And the entire palisade is gone. There's some cannon fire going on, but it's over at this point. The peasants are going in. Getting shot down like... This almost feels like the last samurai. Brave melee fighters getting mowed down by guns. That's quite funny. We have China gameplay, and then we have The Last Samurai all of a sudden. Ouch. The cannons. The cannons. They're so disgusting when all of them hit at once. Yeah, that's it. It's all over. And Toxa tried his best, but his best was not enough as Fan Club also did quite a few mistakes. Now he's building full pikemen, but it's too late. He tried. He tried his best. He couldn't kill Starman, and Beppa was just too strong. He got through with his bluff, not having any upgrades, rushing 18th century so he can rush dragoons. Fan Club didn't attack, he didn't seize the opportunity. There were some faults here, but all in all, it's fair dues really. Everybody can learn from mistakes, so. And that's over. Oh, somebody donated? Who donated? I didn't notice any donations, but then again I also have the stream muted and on pause in the background, so I don't want to necessarily hear myself, I get confused. So whoever donated, thank you very much for the donation. Thank you for filling out the tournament prize fund. It is much appreciated by both of us, by Carla and by me, so thank you. Thank you, Salty. I don't see you in the chat, so thank you for the donation, though. Thank you for the $55. Alright, so according to my intel, this was the only game that happens right now. Because I'm not sure if there's another one right here now, so apparently there is a new one. Good thing that I have somebody here who doesn't tell me. Right, Color? Bloody hell. I'm asking if there's another one right here, and I'm not getting any info. God damn it. I am big disappointed. Hello, Android. But you're off. Okay, there we go. Peppermint Starman versus Bank Club and Antocha. Are your peasants? No market. Same as before. Literally China 1900. So let's see how this is going this time, because the nations have been swapped from what I can see. Oh, have they? Yeah, but yeah, Pepper is Poland now. And Starman is Switzerland. Fun Club is still Switzerland, and actually for Fun Club and Antocha nothing changed. They are still the same, but Pepper and Starman, they swapped their roles. Pepper going for the Musketeers.